So I believe we'll be doing the knife first to get things underway. So the knife round obviously is going to be a very big part on this map, isn't it? Inferno, obviously a very CT biased map, so both teams will be gunning for that CT side on this.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Is it going to affect FM Toxic too much if they get the T side start?
I think Toxic, you know, we saw them play on Inferno earlier, twice against two different teams, and they look really solid.
Well, against Eternity Gaming, they went 5-0 up as terrorists, so it looks like they are no stranger to the terrorist side, and they've got solid strats here. We started the knife round now. It looks like CRG opening up with 4 big frags, and Som is here to try and pick up the pieces. And
see if he can bring this home.
The shambles his team have left him with, and it's not going to happen. It looks like CRG will be winning that knife round, and they will be taking the CT side first, as predicted.
You'd be stupid not to.
So I think both teams are ready, so let's get into this. Let's play some CS. Some grand final CS.
I-50 also, you know, the anniversary event, you know, they want to have this on their achievements list, so it'll be interesting to see. So they want a 20-second team talk. Chat through what they're going to do on their T-side pistol, you know. We don't know what CRG have been doing. Have they been doing their homework, you know? Have they been having a look at what Toxic have been doing T-side? So they might be adjusting what they're doing for that sole reason.
Absolutely. Do you think they've had time to watch what CRG will be doing? Do you think they would have reviewed any of the game demos or anything like that?
Perhaps, but equally, I don't think. I know it sounds really egotistical of them, and I probably would think the same. That I wouldn't be too worried, as long as as long as Toxic play their A game, they know they'll have a good chance of winning this.
The only thing I will say is, like you mentioned, they haven't been a team for very long, so the CRG guys can throw some pretty random stuff towards their way, and Toxic are used to playing like the top teams in Europe and playing against very strategic-based teams who kind of have a very set way of playing. So we're going to be put up against a team like CRG, who haven't been together. They won't have played them before, particularly much online. So there could be a lot of surprises coming forward and a lot of flamboyant tactics coming out. And so it's going to be great to see how this goes down.
We already saw the massive smoke grenades earlier from Eternity, for example. I mean, seeing those beautiful things fly over and land in all sorts of positions is quite interesting. So things, you know, smoke grenades that we didn't even know were possible. So we've learnt quite a bit today also.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Are we ready to start yet? Are the teams ready?
Yeah, I think so.
No, 1 second. Cool. So in terms of predictions, how do you see this first map going down? Now we know that CRG have got the CT start. Yeah,
so we know Toxic only need the 1 map.
Yeah.
And
that's
CRG
obviously a massive advantage. So coming in as the favourites for this game, and if you only need to win 1 map, this is a great mental advantage for him, surely.
I think Inferno is quite an even playing field as well, because, you know, everyone knows Inferno.
Sure.
It's not a cash or a season, you know, they should have equal chances on this. So I believe it's restarted. So good luck to them, and we'll see how the CT pistol and T pistol plays out for them. Well, we saw how important pistols are anyway. You know, we were saying that if you win the pistol, you're looking at 3-0.
Absolutely. So yeah, I was going to say that the T pistol is a lot more. It's in favour of the terrorists just because they have so many options to go and they can burst into a site with quite a lot of surprises, really. So let's follow the bomber here on Neil Xenia. Let's see how the terrorists.
Yeah, it looks like the T's are just playing it slow. You know, nice and simple.
Yeah, but kind of traditional setup to what we see. Like we saw them do this in the last game. They kind of buy their time and see what the CTs are doing. They don't want to overcommit by a rush and run into a stack. So they kind of just, I'd imagine they'll probably go towards the banana area, just seeing as that's what they've done before.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, we don't want to give too much away either on we're not sure who's listening into what, so we've got to be quite vague perhaps with some of the calls as well. I just thought about that actually. So no, let's see what they do. I think Toxic will outgun them on this pistol. You know, the Glocks are, you know, extremely powerful when there's multiple people running at you. It's quite.
Let's follow their point men here. We've got Socken.
Yeah, Socken and Som have been the point men for Toxic this event. You know, they are outstanding aimers. So.
Well, it's interesting to say Socken is a new pickup for FM Toxic, isn't he? And he's had a lot to prove. Hasn't been his biggest event, I'd say, for this one, but he definitely hasn't been quiet. He's been doing what he can.
Yeah, no, it looks like Toxic are about to do something here.
We've just crashed.
You've just crashed. I haven't. Hey guys.
Okay, so
anyway, I can still follow this. So no, Som's got some massive frags there. They're on the bomb site. They're about to get the bomb down. Socken with the bomb. Yeah, they're in some massive positions here. They should not lose this round. I think Neil's got the frag there at middle. So it's now JT and Declan against 4. They're in huge positions here. You know, they should not be able to lose this round. Yeah, massive from Som again. Hat trick of frags. JT now on his own against 4. And he's just been knifed. That's a Olay moment. Olay for Neilzinho.
Trying to get us back into the game right now. That's,
I mean, has that set the tone of this match? Knives are out already, first round.
So, Toxic took the first round. Talk us through what actually happened there. The crowd obviously missed out.
So it looked like Neilzinho faked banana there, and then they all hit A, and they did that through Som. Som got a hat-trick of frags, and then Neil finished up with the knife. So
good work. Okay, so Toxic have got their dream start here. They've brought up with their rifles. It looks like the CTs have actually just gone for quite a conservative buy here. They've got a couple of USPs and PT50s there. They haven't gone for the kind of PT50 armor buy with a stack here, so they're kind of just playing kind of normal round here.
Yeah.
They don't want to give too much away to the terrorists.
No,
so
Toxic are playing it safe again. You know, they've got one SMG, but the rest are with rifles. You know, we were talking about how important that was earlier when we saw a lot of silly eco rounds being thrown away.
Absolutely. So we've got Weber here working this banana bomb site, seeing what he can do, seeing if he can find any sort of picks.
Yeah.
CTs don't seem to be facing too much. It seems like Som's taking the most damage here. He's on 13 HP here.
Yeah, they swapped guns early on as well. I think they swapped over the AK for Neil. That makes sense, you know, how well, not overpowered, but how powerful that AK is.
Yeah, terrorists don't seem to want to commit too much to this yet. They want to kind of work out how the CTs are playing. It's normally on an eco they will stack the bomb sites. They won't want to kind of spread the guns around too much. As you can see now, CTs kind of have a setup over here, kind of trying to deploy the terrorists into their mousetrap of death.
Toxic are playing it well. They're sticking together. We were talking about this as well. You know, it's important they stick together, get that exchange frags.
Wrapping around the bomb site here, onto the A bomb site, and hopefully she get the bomb down. Weber with a nice couple of frags
there. They're killing them all in the pit.
So that stack from the CTs there didn't really go in their favour.
No, so Spud's got a kill there.
Spud's
now got a Galil as well. Toxic now got to try and work their way around Spuds, who's got this Galil, so
he'll just be looking to get any more frags and get anything else now as a bonus. He managed to take out Socken, so not a bad eco for them. They got to 2 frags there, which is
yeah, you'd still be happy with that though, from Toxic perspective as well.
So money situation still looking pretty tight.
Yeah, Spuds has got some good money. It'll be interesting to see what he buys. Maybe a Swag 7 or
Swag 7.
Swag 7.
Yeah,
we've seen how powerful they are. I mean, at ESWC we got 5-man buy one as well on their eco, so it definitely happens.
So I think the terrorists will be playing a very similar style round to what they just did. They don't want to, there's no need for anything crazy here. Is there? They just want to
not in the final of the LAN that you've been playing for all weekend.
Exactly. They know all they need to do is win one map here. They don't need to pull the big stops out here. They just need to play that game, keep it simple, and just keep working these standard rounds.
Exactly. Just keep doing what they do well. You know, we saw the communication a bit earlier was an issue. It looks like I think they might have solved this. You know, just coming to the final. This is it now.
There we go. We've got Vertigo working up here with.
Yeah, we can see another slight stack here from the CT side, so it'll be interesting to see what they do, how they react.
Tentatively walking up here.
Yeah, Vertigo's made
them now in the archway, working their way up, seeing what they can do. Spud's able to take
Spud's from Declan there, got the frags. It's interesting as well because Declan, I believe, it is his first event as well.
Absolutely.
That someone was saying earlier. So no, he's done really well to get to the final. Yeah, so now we've got JT here and Red Snake against Som, Vertigo and Neil. The T's have got great positions, so you would see this round to be closed out quite easily.
Yeah, absolutely. Once that bomb's down and the guys won't have kits here, so they'll just be looking again to get a couple more frags, maybe take a couple of the guys down with them. They've both got guns here. Could potentially be worth saving just for future rounds. They can keep their economy high. Vertigo, another big frag there. I think that's 3 for him this round, so great work from him. JT.
Yeah, this is wise from JT.
Yeah, absolutely. If he can save his AK, potentially be able to drop this next round if he needs to, and then their economy is going to be quite sorted for the next round. So that's 3 rounds to FM Toxic. That's the dream start for them. That's exactly what they would have wanted. Let's see how it pans out. What kind of score were FM Toxic looking to be getting this half? What's a good score for them?
I think they'd be happy with anything. I think as the T side on Inferno, you'd be happy to win the half. Yeah. You know, anything 8-7 and over, you'd be very happy with going to CT side because we saw earlier how strong their CT side is as well.
Absolutely.
So they don't really have to rely on their T side because they know that their CT is so strong. So any rounds over 3 that they might even think is a bonus. So it looks like the CTs there have got a really nice early smoke for Banana, so they're not going to... So it looks like FM Toxic won't be able to push up Banana.
Well, to be honest, this won't phase the Toxic guys too much. They play quite a passive game anyway. We can see Neilzinho here kind of looking what he can do with picks.
Quite aggressive
taking him down there.
Yeah, no, good exchange. Oh, massive frags from Som.
Big picks. That's Som's bread and butter, walking up and picking up the AK.
Getting a bit horny, perhaps. Got picked off by Spuds at Arch. So this has jumped off her house. That's Socken. He's on the site now. This is great from Socken. He's, you know, guaranteed that site for Toxic now. 3v3. Got Red Snake creeping around and JT and Spuds at the other side.
Red Snake taking the bomb now. We're left in a 2-on-2 situation here. We've got Spuds and JT for the CT side. They're going to be looking around to go arch together, potentially wrap around.
They're sticking together. This is good from the CTs as well.
Bomb.
Equally good from the Ts as well.
Bomb yet to go down. Here we go, it's down.
It's all on the CTs now. They know they need to win this round. It looks like it's Entrance. Yeah, Webber's been caught out there from House, pushing around on Socken now from Quad and Apps.
Gonna take.
He needs his kill. That's a massive frag. Can you get the second one? Yeah,
Big
massive
round
from Socken.
Great
Massive.
That's showing his worth now in the team and why he should be here. He's been drafted in from Denmark, and it's great to see him getting some big frags in the final.
Yeah, no, that's 5-0 in the bag, isn't it? And we know it's 4-0 now, but they're on eco again, so it's working well for Toxic. We saw this earlier. They went 5-0 straight away, but then they sort of stuttered a bit.
This has been Toxic's problem. They get to the 5-0, the 6-0, and then they kind of run out of gas, and they kind of have to come to a stop, and they end up losing the half. But let's hope that doesn't happen. CRG now kind of on another eco. It looks like the FM guys will be playing a very similar round to what they've been doing before, kind of working Banana, seeing what they can do, trying to suss out how the CTs are set up. So this is interesting. It's to see how they're going to take this quite methodically. I think they've got Danielson down to low HP. They don't need to do anything mental. They've got so much time on the board. They just need to work out where the stacks are. They almost screwed themselves over that last time when they walked into that stack on the pit. Luckily, they managed to make the frags, but.
You don't want to be stumbling in on a stack. You know, you want to be just sussing out, like we were saying earlier, actually, that you send one person in, just to scout the site, see what's happening.
That's what we should see here.
That's a massive frag from Webber.
There we go. Should only be one person on the site from there. Going into the bomb site.
Yeah, they're clearing the site now.
Swarm of locusts taking over the bomb site. Red Snake managed to take one down.
Good frags there from Tom and Red Snake. 3v3. Got one there already, 2 flanking, so they're all on the site, so let's see what happens.
Speds here lying
Daniel Sant is low as well. Now this should be another Toxic round if they hold this site. CRG just need one big opening frag to perhaps open this up for them. Massive flash then from someone. That was huge. Declan there onto Tom. Yeah, Webber's playing insanely well.
1-on-1. Oh, that is a massive round from Declan. Absolutely great work from him, managing to win his team and eco there.
Has he got the defuse?
Yeah, he should have that easily.
Really?
Yeah, of course. You kidding me?
Yeah, no, that's massive from Declan.
Yeah, absolutely huge round there. That's going to bring his team right back into the game. All of a sudden, it doesn't look like it's a mission impossible anymore. No. FM Toxic will be quite disappointed with themselves. They didn't manage to pull that round.
I think so.
They took the bomb side with the first couple of frags, and then it seemed like the retake was just too much for them.
That was slack from them, I think, from the back of the site there. They should have been holding that.
Potentially, they seemed like they weren't facing enough. They were kind of waiting for the CTs to come in, and it kind of didn't work in their favour. I think they were being a bit too passive there, unfortunately.
Perhaps a bit too tentative. They should have been maybe facing with those AKs. They only had pistols, so.
Let's see how this pans out. Are they going to change up their tactics here, or are they going to keep working the same kind of methodology they've been doing so far?
Yeah, it looks like we're doing quite a fast take here of the apps, so it'll be interesting to see where they take it from this. You don't want to give too much away again, because I know people might be able to listen in. So
well, this is the problem with casting on stage, isn't it? But let's jump back into the action. We've got the Som working the bomb.
Yeah, Som is ready to go here, isn't he?
Socken. Looks like they're going to be looking at a pounce any moment now.
Yeah, no, he's ready to be slung out by the looks of it.
Yeah,
no, he's jumping out now. This is big if he can get this kill in the pit. No, Declan's got him. Declan's got 2. Oh my God, that's massive from Declan.
Absolutely massive round from him. That's going to pay dividends in this round.
Yeah, that's huge. It's all on Webber now.
That's absolutely massive.
1v4, yeah, that was absolutely huge. Webber's snuck himself into a good position, but...
So Declan, a relatively unknown player, is pulling out the stops on one of the biggest rounds of the game. That was absolutely massive.
As Beta would say, is he proving himself to a lot of people? Or?
Well, I don't know if anyone was doubting him. I haven't really heard of him before this, to be honest. So that was, absolutely great work. Big 3-man from him.
That was huge.
The pit. And, that's going to knock the T's onto an eco now. So that is a huge round. And it's going to be interesting to see how this round pans out. It looks like we'll jump in on the AWP here.
There are a massive 3 frags.
Spuds narrowly missing out on a headshot there.
Massive double A kill there on Banana. So we've got 2 split up now. They're just on eco, they're just sussing out what's happening.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do much with this. They've got Glocks in hand, and CTs aren't giving too much away there. That's going to be sitting here waiting for the bomb site, which is a very good move. A lot of CT teams would get a bit impatient here and trying to go for picks to try and think about their scoreboard and stuff, but it seems like CRG have got this on lockdown.
Oh, geez, JT's been caught out here. Socken's in. No, this should be a clean-up operation for CRG now.
Let's see what they can do. Toxic just want to get a couple of frags.
JT. So it's just some left now. in at yellow, so see what happens. Yeah.
Easy clean up for the guys.
Yeah.
Yep, great to see them there. They didn't drop a single frag into Anti-Eco, which is quite surprising to see. Eco seem very strong in CSGO these days. The fact they didn't even lose a kill is going to be great for their economy. And hopefully they should be able to build some momentum up now. That's 3 in a row for CRG.
Yeah.
So let's see what they can do.
That's massive for CRG. You know, heads up, now they're getting, you know, multiple frags. So, you know, they've got an AWP player as well, so it'll be interesting to see how they work that. And
maybe they found
Toxic do.
Maybe they found their stride on the stage now. So hopefully they'll be able to string some rounds together and build up some big scores.
This is, you know, this is set up for Toxic to lose, I believe. So it'll be interesting to see how they react to, you know, just losing 3 quick rounds in a row. So
absolutely. It looks to me like FM have been a bit knocked back by all this. They don't really. They seem to have lost their dynamic play all of a sudden.
Bit, yeah.
They seem a bit stifled and they're not really sure where to commit to. They're kind of all cluttered up together. Be interesting to see how this round pans out because this is a tactic they've run before and
it's an important round to win this. You know,
this is a huge round. Yeah, they really want this. They don't want to be knocked down to another eco round.
You know, the Toxic money isn't good, so they really need to start winning a few rounds. Get the money going, you know, get that flowing, get that mojo back and start, you know, rolling CRG really.
A nice tactical Molotov there from the CTs. That's going to be great work. That's going to.
Oh yeah, that's knocked it back, hasn't it?
So now the terrorist being forced to run through that smoke grenade now. Som making his way onto the bomb
smash
site.
there from JT at New Boxes. Just sitting behind the fountain, that's massive. But he's that on his red snake left there. Oh my god, that's huge. He just shot him through the smoke.
So 3 on 3 here. CT's going to be looking to come through any second.
Oh, geez, that's huge from Neil as well. He's just killed him at truck there. Yeah, Neil's at New Boxes, so let's see how he holds this.
There we go. Spuds coming in, looking for any sort of frags here. Someone needs to step up here. If no frags are made, this is just not going to happen. The terrorist is not really giving anything away, kind of hiding, waiting for them, forcing them to come defuse the bomb.
This is good. That was much better hold there from Toxic.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. Waiting for them to come try and defuse and like not forcing yourself into any positions where you're going to be in an awkward spray battle or anything like that. They kind of force them to come find them, so that was good.
Yeah, no, that was great play from Toxic. You know, they're falling back on their set strats again, and that worked there for them. And we saw that earlier, and it was huge for them. You know, it's proved a successful strat for them.
Well, let's see how they do it. Do you think they're going to change their gameplay up all of a sudden, or are they just going to keep working these kind of standard rounds? Like, do they need to change anything, or is it
just don't change what isn't broken? You know, there's no need to. Just keep playing how they're playing. Send the aimers in. You know, that's what they've been doing. That's what's working inevitably. You know, essentially, if you look at the 5 names, you probably think that actually all of those Toxic players should be able to out-aim the CRG players, perhaps. You know, I've heard of, you know, Resnake's been around for ages. He's a great player. Done a lot with CRG. Daniel Sand as well has been making a name for himself online. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys step up now. They're 5-3 down. They don't want to lose any more rounds now.
Absolutely. So Code Red Gaming really do want to start posting more rounds to the board. Then they like 5 rounds of terrorists. They're going to be feeling pretty comfortable at the moment, just because that's enough. That's enough for a half, really, isn't it? Like,
you'd be happy with that, wouldn't you? Obviously, in this position at 5-3, you'd want to win more rounds.
But the pressure is just on CRG right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's huge. So it's like Toxic just taking it really slow, so it'll be interesting to see what they do from this.
Neilzinho kind of with that bomb in hand, tentatively looking out into the quad area there, seeing what he can do, what he can make of it.
Just taking it nice and slow. They've got some set smokes up here now. Smoked off the pit. They're going to come out onto A now. That's a massive kill onto Daniel-san. Yeah, they're coming out. Spuds has got the kill back onto Som. This is huge from Spuds. Yeah, Spuds is now they're going up quad. There's one guy in the pit. Yeah, no, it's too slow. Yeah. Too slow.
To be fair, great work from Declan again, and Spuds as well, a couple of all picks there. They're kind of holding every time the terrorists have tried to come into this quad area, those guys are locking them down straight away. Yeah. So it's actually just really good to see they're not kind of buckling under the pressure when the terrorists are showing their presence there. To be fair, I don't think Toxic are doing enough in terms of smokes or flashbangs. It doesn't seem tactical enough. They're kind of just hoping that their raw aim is going to prevail through in that situation, but it's just not enough. You see other teams like this kind of taking the bomb sites with all these set strats and stuff, and I think that's what they need to put into their game. It's just not enough to try and out-aim people.
You know, CRG have been putting their hours in, no doubt, you know, so they know how to hold these teams that are just literally just walking into their crosshairs, so it's not a shock to see, you know, Toxic losing some of these rounds when they're just walking in willy-nilly.
So this is exactly what we were talking about. Toxic got this early lead. They're up 4-0. And now, all of a sudden, it looks like they're just about to draw the round. So,
yeah, no, Red Snake's just clearing up now from Arch. Yeah, Tom's actually at the end of the balcony now, Vertigo, and he's just having a bit of a battle.
It's 5-5. It's the first time they've clawed it back. So this is exactly what happened against Eternity. Toxic got themselves in a great position, a great lead, and then all of a sudden it started slowly slipping away from them, and they ended up losing the half. Do you think they've got enough in them to actually keep going and win a few more rounds, or do you think this could be the 10-5 we've been
I really hope that Toxic do have it in them to start winning a few more rounds. You can see, they haven't got the best money, they've not got the best weapons that they can have. So it'll be interesting to see how this round pans out, because this is a crucial round, Before you know it, it'll be 7-5, nearly the half is over, so.
Absolutely.
We know how good Toxic CT side is, so I'm not worried about that, I'm not phased, but they're hitting now quite fast, so it'll be interesting to see how this has changed up. So
right, straight into that pit, massive opening
dead
frag.
now, so yeah. Spuds is at Arch now, pretty isolated. Yeah, Sokken's going to smoke it off now. That's huge on Toxic C. Quick, calculated tactic. It's just, that's quickly owned CRG there.
Well, Red Snake picking up a big frag onto Vertigo. It's going to leave it on a 3-on-3 situation. The CTs are probably wondering, well, is this worth us trying to retake it here?
Yes, you've got JT and Spud, coming from Arch. You've got 2 T players on the site. It's a massive frag from JT. Are they expecting Neil though? No, they're not. Red Snake's in the pit.
That was nice. So we kind of saw that double stack in the back of the bomb site from Neil there. So kind of surprising. They killed one person there, and they obviously didn't expect another guy to be stacked with him. So great work from Neil Zeno. Gave his team that round potentially just by that kind of simple play in the back there. So that's got them right back into this game.
Yeah, we can't rule out those massive frags from Som as well in the pit. Som is definitely stepping up. Let's see what the frags are like.
So we've got
it's very even on Toxic side.
Yeah, no one seems to be going absolutely nuts, and no one seems to be sucking either. So Spud's
massive opening frag, yeah. Yeah, that's a good exchange there for the CTs. You'd be happy with that. Sometimes we were talking about earlier that, that aggressive banana, and actually, is it worth those 2 deaths for the CTs sometimes with the 2 frags? Probably not. The kills are much more important for the T side.
Absolutely. So they're going to be left in a 3-on-4 situation here. They're kind of looks like they're going to be forced to go into the bomb site here. There's not much time left on the board. They're going to have to kind of just see what they can do, work a pick, and Weber there trying to get that first pick into.
Spuds isn't, look, he's not shying away. We saw this with Eternity. They're not afraid to face. Whereas
he's not intimidated, is he?
No, not at all. So Sokken's got himself to a great position here. He could really open this round. It's been
spotted, and I don't think Socken is going to be able to pull this one out of the bag. Yep, good round by CTs there. CRG with some vital picks at the start of the round, taking 2 of the terrorists down. So yeah, great work from them, showing they're not scared to play on this kind of level. They're going to play their A game, and they're going to go for the picks, and they're not going to hide. You see a lot of teams who get to the stage and kind of completely change their mentality.
Just crumble.
Yeah, so this is great work to see by them. Spud's really stepping it up with that AWP. He doesn't seem to be missing many shots at the moment, so it'd be great to see. Let's follow him, see what he goes for in the first shot. Shying away from that first middle pick.
We saw a similar player in Cheney, didn't we? In regards to his aggressive AWPing style.
There we go.
Like Toxic coming close up middle here now. Spuds might be in trouble. Yep, he's been killed. Oh, Danielson's got three kills through the smoke.
Nice work by Danielson. That was great. Now Weber left in a 4-on-1 situation.
Did he kill him? No, he's just been owned.
Kind of admitting defeat there, dropping his gun and just saying,
have it.
You know what? I don't even want to try.
Yeah, no, like we, Toxic want to win this half, really, to feel comfortable going into the CT side.
Yeah, I predict the Code Red Gaming are going to take the rest of these rounds now. I think that might have been too much for them. You can see the money on the terrorist side isn't great right now. They're kind of forcing.
They're just struggling to buy, aren't they? I mean, would you buy on that money in a LAN final?
I guess it's kind of, they must be quite frustrated right now. Like the rounds, they think they should be winning, like getting locked down, but there's early picks of the AWP, and they haven't got an AWP to reply to this. They haven't thought to get the AWP and try and kind of counteract what Spuds is doing.
Yeah.
Which would have been nice to see Vertigo possibly pick it up. He was doing that in the early games, going for the picks and seeing what he could do.
But I don't think he's being allowed to save the money either to actually get that AWP. But they're forcing buys left, right, and centre at the minute.
So kind of this staggered gameplay from FM Toxic here, just looking to see, again, relying on these picks. They don't seem to want to do anything. They don't seem to have any set kind of smokes or big flamboyant tactics. So
yeah, we've not seen anything like that yet. But when you've got the likes of Som and Socken in your team, sometimes that isn't needed. But
sometimes that can be more of a curse and a blessing because you're relying on them so heavily to make these picks.
And if they're not on, not on 100% form, then actually those picks might not ever come. So. Yeah, no, looks like this.
Here we go.
We were saying that is a very nice smoke grenade.
Here we go. Somprasert making his way out here onto the bomb site, seeing what he can do, seeing any CTs can find.
This is big frag.
Oh my
Spuds
God.
again, Spuds and Daniel San. This is massive.
They keep trying to go toward his quad area. It's just not working for them, is it?
I don't know
this is
why
like the third or fourth time they've tried it, and
Yeah.
they literally have not got any kills the whole time. And it seems like Webb is trying to get some sort of
So it's
distraction
quite
at the
interesting,
bomb site.
when they've done it slow, it's not worked. But when they've actually hit it fast, it has. It's caught CRG by surprise, and they're not catching them by surprise anymore. They're seeing the smokes come flying over from second middle. It's obvious, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think they need to mix it up now. They've got one round to play with now, so I think it might be too little too late for this half. They have to step it up in the next one. 6 rounds, though, it's still fine. Like, it's still a respectable score. Like, it's not... It's going to be
another forced buy, isn't it? They've not got any money. They've been forced by most of this half now. So,
but this is exactly what happened against Eternity. They had a great start, and now they've ended up losing the half against a team on paper they should be beating, really. So this is for CRG especially. They'll be very happy with this half, and they think we get the pistol here, we're in a great shot.
Someone's actually got a P90 here, so it'll be interesting to see how this pans out.
They're hitting this quad area again. It has not worked for them in the past, so let's see what they can do here. Hopefully,
Declan in the back of the pit again. See how he holds himself. Yeah, no, he's killed one, killed two.
Great work again in that pit area.
No, they've killed him now. He's got a smoke grenade out now, and that's poor. Just Som against 3 now with a P90. He's killed one. Can he get the second? No.
Okay, so that is that's the GH.
Yeah.
What thoughts?
Quite surprised, actually. I'm disappointed that Toxic let that momentum go. Obviously, CRG would have adapted a bit, but
I think that's
lost momentum.
Hats off to CRG. I think that was an absolutely amazing performance from them.
Yeah.
They lost a pistol, and they only dropped 3 gun rounds against a team like FM Toxic. It's very respectable, and I think they've got to set themselves up for it. If they can get a pistol, they could potentially take this map, and we could be in for a hell of a game tonight. So
the 2 people that we were questioning, Declan and Spuds, they've really stepped up. They've absolutely owned that A bomb site when Toxic hit it eventually.
Look at that, Declan, 15 frags. He's loving this. His first stage experience, his first LAN, I believe, and he's absolutely smashing it.
You can tell everyone that he's owning everyone. His first LAN, he's not played poorly, or he's really stepped up. So
absolutely great stuff from him. Let's see how the terrorists now approach.
So
this pistol
we're seeing the Toxic pistol shot that we saw earlier on in the event. Where they've got the 2 people together to see what happens and rotate accordingly. So just like CRG have obviously got a set strat in place, so it'll be interesting to see how this pans out. This pistol is so important. If Toxic win this, 9-9. If CRG win this, that's 12-6. That's a massive advantage.
Yep. Pistol rounds, as always, massive, massive deal in CSGO. This is going to be a defining moment of the game, obviously. So let's see how this pans out. CT's not giving too much away. They're kind of hiding, lying in wait to see what the terrorists have got in store for them.
So it looks like, I don't want to give too much away, but
let's wait to the
Red Snake's playing as well. Yeah, now CRG are coming out of balcony. They've killed Neilzino. They're going to kill Weber. Yep, now you see now Toxic are miles away. Red Snake sold that fake absolutely perfectly.
So he was working that banana area, trying to keep people there and trying to sell some sort of fake going on there, and it's kind of worked really well. The CT's had 3 people at that banana bomb site, and now they're going to have a hell of a retake on their hands. We've got to follow. Let's follow Som here, see what he can do.
This is a hard job now. They're running in 1 by 1 now. Look, this is
great frags. Great work from Danielson. JT with the final frag, and that is an absolutely defining moment of this game. This could be, this could actually make or break FM Toxic now. They really want to get one of these anti-ecos on their boards. Let's see what kind of buy they're going for here.
Yeah, no, we saw this earlier, didn't we, from Toxic? So this could work out. Let's see what guns CRG have got. No, that. They weren't making the same mistake that Eternity were earlier with just getting SMGs.
So yeah, it's kind of the meta's kind of changed with CSGO now, hasn't it? The fact that people are buying PT50s and head armor within the second round. And so that's kind of forcing terrorists now to, people who win the pistol round, to force them onto rifles just so they can counter that PT50 and head armor, which is exactly what we're seeing here. And it's good to see they haven't made any silly mistakes by all buying SMGs.
We were saying earlier that Toxic didn't actually win a pistol round earlier against Eternity, where they won their T-pistol round. They got that good head start, and now they've lost the CT pistol. So this is all CRG momentum at the minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what they can do here. They're going to be trying to work into this bomb site, seeing what they can do, seeing if they can make any picks.
They're scouting out, so Spuds is coming in.
Manages to make a headshot onto Som. That's going to be big damage. 90 damage onto Som there. It's going to be take him out of the round essentially.
I like this aggressiveness though. It's nice to see. They're not scared.
Does Spuds know what he's getting himself in for? I don't think so. Socken managing there to get the first frag.
CRG should notice this now, and they are reacting accordingly. Look, going straight to the other bomb site.
That's great work from Socken there, though, right?
Yeah,
imagine they walk straight into
calm shooting. 3v5. Yeah, Neil's been killed now back of pit, so it's a 3v4. Theoretically, CRG should still win this round.
Yeah, I think so. Like the kit, there's not going to be any kits from
they've got great positions. Perhaps Socken should save that gun and then see what the other three can do, or...
I think they're going all in.
Yeah, no, they've got a kill onto Red Snake now. It's 4v2. Danielson's in a great position. It's 1v2. Wow.
See, this is what we needed. That is what FM Toxic needed. They went for that P250 and head armor buy, and it's really paid dividends for them.
Yeah,
that was great work from them. They went all in. They gambled.
Big balls around that.
Well, yeah, huge balls. And they stacked the banana bomb site, and it was a big play. Whoever called that deserves a pat on the back because it worked perfectly. Like they managed to trick them into walking.
Could have gone either way.
Well, I'm not so sure because you'd like to see the way they played it. They kind of all hid. Like no one faced at all. So they forced Spuds to come in and actually lose 90 HP before it happened. And then his teammate tried to back him up. They both died, and then they kind of both ran off. And then it was left in that difficult 5-on-3 situation. So
perhaps that shows what people were saying to us earlier, that CRG are a mixed team. You don't know what to expect, but then that works in against them as well because they don't quite know how to work as a team yet.
Huge frags from Vertigo there against the anti-eco. Obviously, I think the terrorists are opting for P250s and Glocks. They won't be able to do much of this, I don't think. They're not going to be able to get a bomb down at least. I think they'll just be looking for any...
Toxic are putting their foot down though now on them, aren't they? They're saying, look, this is it now. We're going to win.
We're ready. We're warmed up. We're warmed up to the stage environment. You will not be killing us now. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come for them. Hopefully, do you think we can see a buy here from Terrace potentially? Yeah,
let's see what the money's like. Yeah, they could definitely scrape a buy now, so let's see what happens. This is a pivotal round, If Toxic loses, there might be money, that might be essentially have no money left, so their economy will be screwed. Big round. Toxic aren't doing anything, different. Just playing their normal positions. There's aggressive nades at the beginning.
Yeah, so it's kind of a standard round for the terrorists here. If I was calling this, I'd have probably said let's try and do something a bit random, a bit aggressive, try and catch the CTs off guard where they haven't got a full buy potentially. But they've kind of opted for a traditional kind of like 2-1-2 setup, working out where the CTs are, seeing what they can do with the round.
Typical UK setup.
This is a very UK.
We've seen every team on Inferno do this. We saw Toxic do it earlier in the other half. We saw Eternity doing it. Did we see Rasta doing it? I believe we did.
Very British mentality of kind of just working picks and seeing what you can do. You don't see, like, from European teams, you'll see a lot more dynamic play and working off spawns and seeing what they can do with it. But British teams opt for this kind of stand and pick. So this is what we're going to see here. JT working into the bomb site, seeing what he can do. Vertigo's been waiting for him.
So just a flashed out, pushed out. Vertigo's killed one. He's been replied on now by Spuds. It's a 3v3. Spuds is coming into the site now. It's all on Som. Som against 3 there.
So he's had to be forced back into these ruins area. It's going to give the terrorists an opportunity to get onto the bomb site and set himself up. Bomb goes down. Yeah,
CRG have got great positions here. They're coming into ruins now. They've killed Som, killed Socken as well. It's all on Neil.
Huge work from Spuds. That's his 3rd kill of the round. If he can pick this one up, he'll be very happy with that.
That's huge.
Amazing work. So the terrorists actually managed to reply there from the anti-eco loss, but straight back into the game with a full by themselves. That's going to knock Toxic onto a very difficult situation here. Will they go for another half-ass buy, or will they kind of hold their time and they've actually gone for the
first option? No, this is massive for Toxic, because if they lose this, then maybe double eco.
Yep, absolutely. So let's see how this pans out. Are the CTs going to do anything different here? I don't think they are. I think they're just going to play their game and see how they get on.
Yeah, perhaps they'll put that down to being unlucky. That's what the top teams do.
Here we go. We've got our main man here, seeing what he can do.
Yeah, this is an exciting angle. Massive from Som.
There we go. That's what the team needed. Big pick onto the...
Instantly 5v4.
Yeah, got his team straight back into this round and potentially winning this just from that pick alone. The terrorist going to be knocked back by that. Possibly a bit.
That is what Som will do for you as well, isn't it? He'll just instantly kill one. He's one of the best aimers now in the UK.
Let's see what CRG can do from this. They've knocked down to 4 players, obviously.
Looks like they're setting up though to do quite hit a bomb site now. Looks like Toxic again have done that aggressive setup in A, so that's that worked really well for them against Eternity.
Here they go, making their move. Here we go. Are the CTs going to be ready for
the bomb site now? I'm not sure if they are. No, Som's ran through the smoke, killed one. Tom's in a great position at coils.
Down he goes to the hands of Red Snake.
He didn't expect that, did he? Didn't expect him to come behind him.
Yeah, I don't think they're ready for that at all.
Why are we always surprised?
Why are they surprised?
Why are they surprised? 3v3 now. Danielson hasn't got the most HP, but Declan's got a massive frag onto Weber.
Okay, last 2 men remaining. They really need this round. CT is just crucial round for them. Smoking onto the bomb here, seeing what they can do.
Sort of messed up smoke up as well.
Cheeky defuse coming up. Neilzinho is going for it. He's going for it. It's going on 3,
1
2.
second.
Oh my word! And that is unlucky for him. That was absolutely. That's the last. Well, it's the only thing he kind of had. The only choice he had really. The T's weren't.
He wasn't going to kill all of them, was he?
And it almost paid off for him. That was absolutely a great idea, but luckily the T's managed to get that lucky spray through.
Yeah.
So great work by them. Big picks at the start of the round.
Good idea by Neil. You know, that was all he had left. That was the last roll of the dice there in that situation.
Yeah, and it almost paid off for him. So yeah. Great work from the T's though. Look at this score. This, like, if someone had told me before the game that Coda the game would be up 12-8 on the terrorist
I think we'd both be shocked, wouldn't we?
Yeah. So this is actually turning out to be one of the great finals of I Series. This is very exciting.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can go into a best of 3 here and see we can go all the way. Great work.
I was boasting about how impressive the Toxic CT side was before this game. So
well, it hasn't been that impressive so far. No. They don't seem to be locking down the bomb sides that much. If let's see what they can do here. They're going to be forced onto low money situation. Let's see what they can do here.
You know, nothing spectacular coming in from Toxic. They're just doing, normal setup, see what happens. Got the 5-7.
So this is where Spuds went wrong before. He kind of committed himself to this bomb site when they were on UK. So we want to be careful there. He doesn't make the same mistake twice.
Yeah, no, he's expecting this again, yeah.
What is he?
He knows he's there.
I think he's got himself in a sticky situation there. Let's be careful.
Big kill from Vertigo. 2 at coils, that is going to kill them? No.
That wasn't
got overexcited again. They've both died once more.
They learned that mistake of last round. I don't know why they've committed to that again. They've walked in and just kind of seen what they can do.
Now they can get... Oh, Neilzinho's been caught out there by Declan. Weber there is on A now with the others. Yes. CRG didn't learn there. That actually...
Well, they've come back from this. They've done exactly the same thing what they did before. Rotated back to the other side as soon as they got some aggro at the other one side. Bomb's gone down there. This should be a secure round for them. I believe the CT's got a couple of guns there, and they'll probably be happy with that. They just want to save those. A couple of AKs in the bag, take that straight to the bank, and hopefully...
Definitely goodbye next round. They need to pull some rounds together.
If they can get the AK on Som, hopefully he can do some horrible, disgusting one-taps. And hopefully he could just hold that bomb side by himself, the banana bomb side without
Toxic need to start rolling the dice now, I think, in regards to this
is the thing. That's what we're talking about with Toxic. They don't seem to have that many dynamic strats. Nothing too technical going on. They play a very traditional CT setup. They don't seem to go down the pushes down middle, the pushes down banana.
Relying on their teamwork and aim, definitely.
They kind of fall back onto this this mentality of wait for the terrorists to come to you.
Yeah.
I believe you can actually go to the terrorists, knock them off their strats. Don't let them execute their full strat book before they get to you.
No, I completely agree. This is, if CRG win this round, they're looking at a draw. Before even going for the win. So
we're seeing something a bit different going on here.
Yeah, no, I like this from CRG.
This is nice, mixing it up, seeing what you can do.
Completely mixing it up. So this is on Vertigo now.
Cat's out of the bag. They've been spotted.
Yeah, no, it's been called in now. Socken's got a big frag there of them coming around. Neilzinho as well from the pit. We saw this earlier that they were stacking in the pit. Neil's got 2 massive frags. Oh, it's a 1v3 now.
I like what CRG tried to do there. They're trying to mix it up. They're trying to show that they're not going to do the same thing every round.
Yeah,
so they try to kind of a fanatic kind of 1.6 tactic of walking up as a team up middle,
surprising the team.
Wait till you get contact and then bursting together. And it went quite well up until the moment they went on arch.
I think perhaps where that fell down was actually them smoking quad. The idea of a fanatic strat is that it's a surprise. When they smoked quad and went round arch, they started running. That's not a surprise.
Well, that's going to knock them back onto an eco now. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can do here. Will they try something quite fast? If they're going to work the picks with these PT50s and Glocks? I believe they just want to get a bomb down here. So maybe we'll see a little fake coming in or...
CRG know they've got 13 rounds on the scoreboard. They don't need to push now. They don't need to do these force buys that Toxic would do.
Absolutely, I agree. I think they just need to play a calm game. You can see that the money situation is not great for them. That's why they've opted for this eco. Get the money economy back on track.
Yeah.
See what we can do. Then go back to what's been working before. Like they tried just to mix it up there, and obviously it really didn't go well for them.
Yeah.
I like the idea of changing things, but when you're this
Banana has seemed to be working for them, hasn't it, for the T side? So, do they go back to that? Will Toxic change things up? It'll be interesting to see what happens next round. And obviously this round, they should not get eco'd though here, Toxic.
No, definitely not.
That's a nice smoke on the go. They're wrapping now from Arch.
Socking in a nice pick.
One has just split up and gone actually to quad. This is that miscommunication that we're talking about as well, Are they all committing to Arch or You know, is that meant to happen?
Great plan though. That's all they needed there. A couple of picks potentially as well.
Massive here from Daniel.
Daniel's working hard on that graveyard area.
Massive
Got
kill.
A bomb down, a couple of frags. That's a dream eco really. Like
I think Toxic would be annoyed that those two died there in the pit.
Yeah, especially when the game is so tight and money is not great for them. That was a great way from Danielson.
It is.
He isn't scared to be on the stage. He's ready.
No. I mean, if we look at the scoreboards, you know, you're looking at Declan, 20 bomb, Danielson, 20 bomb, Socken, 20 bomb.
Yes.
All the newbies, they're going for it.
All the newbies.
So let's see if Toxic change anything now. They're just going to do the same thing. See if they can't lose more rounds by doing the same thing there. They need to set their authority or just...
Used to be in FM Toxic. Is this the way it was every time? Did you have any set set pushes?
We played Banana slightly differently, but that was probably because I was there and I was a bit of a YOLO guy. Just let's go aggressive. So they're playing it slightly more passive than I would like, you know, that I would have liked to. So, but it does work, you know. You see the top teams doing it, but I like to have that control. You know what's happening at Banana. Then you know it's not sort of, oh, are they setting up for a massive smoke Molotov flash strat? Are they just, you know, it's a sort of uncertainty. So
let's see. The terrorists are setting themselves up here. For the CT is actually able to lock the terrorists out there. That's 20 seconds of smoke that the terrorists won't be able to break through. That's such a big smoke in this game. Like once that's down, you won't be able to get.
It's such a choke point. You can't run through that. It's
absolutely
suicide. You know, look, Socken's in a good position here as well. That you know he can help out either side. So it's just gone very quiet now. 30 seconds coming up. This is typical now, isn't it? 30 seconds and the strats will start coming, and it looks like that is happening.
So they're executing the strat here, seeing what
they're
they can do.
Heavily set up, but actually it looks like this might work out for CRG. Yeah, no, here they come.
Here we go, boys.
20 seconds, 15 seconds.
There we go. The surprise is over.
Massive.
They've done the big fake.
Out. They know another one's in the pit. They're going to kill.
Oh, no, I feel like
that's
Declan
big from Neil.
Yeah, Declan should have done better there, I feel. They
a bit tentative coming out of the balcony, wasn't he?
Yeah, they needed to burst out together. Now they're going to get
That's
shot
an
down.
awful position to plant the bomb. I don't know what he's doing. That is... He had another few seconds there to get in a position where he could actually hide and perhaps Red Snake could cover. That was silly.
The thing is, though, they executed that fake perfectly. They kept 3 people at the B bomb side there, and the only problem is they just didn't come out at the A bomb side. They had 2 people there. It was 3 on 2. All they needed to do was just get out. Just get out.
Yeah.
And they kind of just waited one by one, jumping in and allowed
Declan,
Neil.
you could see, was, you know, tentatively just looking over the balcony. So, well, actually, Neil Zeno was below him. You know, you need to just get out and jump in, get those exchange frags.
Well, we see CRG actually able to...
Oh, they're massive nades.
Ooh,
Jesus.
That's going to hurt in the morning.
Yeah.
Right on the head, nade onto Red Snake. He is not going to be happy about that.
Declan has been affected by those as well. You know, that's changing it up though. You know, they knew that perhaps CRG were liking the fact that they weren't playing aggressively. So, you know, they're in a great position now, Toxic. 5v4, one's low, so...
See how this pans out. Terrorists kind of lying in wait here, seeing what they can do, seeing what picks are available. Nothing coming their way, so they have to...
Yeah, we can see Toxic like this use of smokes as well, just locking teams out of positions.
Big pick.
Massive from Tom. Massive from Vertigo. Yeah, look, we've got 3 just sort of... The CRG team, oh my god, that's massive from Som. He was actually talking to us before about that mouse wheel bug that he's currently suffering from. We saw it plainly there, yeah. So it's 13-12 now to CRG. Their eco, this is where I think Toxic will close it out now.
Oh, they're going to do a classic UK choke of getting to the position early on. Got the other team on the ropes, and then you just can't finish it. You know what I mean?
Especially as T on Inferno. This happens, doesn't it?
It's a hard game to close out against a team like FM Toxic. You get in this position, and you're trying to mix things up and trying to surprise them like they did at that walk.
I mean, Weber there is just face straight down middle. That's a no fear peak. I've been impressed though by how CRG are playing. You know, I thought this would just be a 16-4.
No, absolutely. They've been absolutely
definitely showing why they're in the final.
Yeah, solid players. Absolutely done really well. They've played a solid half of CT.
Not let anyone down so far. But, you know, this is theirs really for the taking. They just need to close out these rounds now.
Yeah, let's not forget they're still in the lead as a terrorist side. So
exactly. Yeah. So Socken's in a great position here. We've seen he likes this position. Weber's facing now. He really shouldn't face again. He should just let the players go around. Yeah, he's given away there, and then forward. This is now 3v2. 3v2 for Toxic. CRG now are just they're in a good position here, but they're actually running into the site that's got more people. So as I say that, going to the site.
Seems like the right call from CRG. They seem to be making the right decision.
Yeah, they are. So we've got Neil Zeno now. He is the man to watch.
He's in a good position.
Yeah, he's seen one cross. There we go. That's a big Molotov. They are burning. He should get a frag pass. He's been a bit tempted, but it's clever because he's waiting for his team to come.
Yeah, that's great work from Neil. He didn't want to commit to going for the frag players. He knows if he'd have died, they would have set the terrorists up to get into the pit. So that's great work from him. Very patient. Although he let them get the bomb down and get some more money, he didn't die and he gets to save his gun. So
then CRG could have got in the pit. They could have got some great positions where he just waited, let them know that he was there. Let them panic a bit. Plant in a bad position and then actually wait for his team to come and help him.
Yeah, nice work. So we're on 13-13 now. All of a sudden, it's
exciting game.
Very exciting. These next rounds are going to be very defining. So we've got AWPs coming out. We've got 2 AWPs for both teams. We can see what they can do.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens now. We saw Spuds' AWP on CT side. It was huge. So it's a bit of an AWP battle like we were seeing in Toxic Eternity game. The Shaney Vertigo Vendetta.
Go on Spud's cam here, see what he can do with this AWP.
Yeah, no, this is quite nice AWPing from Spuds.
We're going to have a bit of action.
Yeah, it's coming.
Here we
3, 2. Oh, they've both missed.
Both whiff it.
Both whiff it. We're following and they've both missed. CRG playing quite aggressively now in this standard round. They're not waiting for them to make moves. Oh, jeez.
Nerves getting the better of the AWPers there.
That's a lovely smoke though from Vertigo. Now we can't go through that. CRG have got to look at other options now. 45 seconds left on the clock.
So they're committing to another bomb site here. Seeing if they can get the picks to the other side. That really hasn't worked out for them. I think they're hoping to get that pick onto Arch there. And Tom, although he didn't get a pick back, he did the best thing he could by falling back and just locking them out. So he's kind of forced the team out onto the other bomb site now. So let's see what they can do here. They're going to be doing a very set strat here. Time is not of the essence. It's ticking away. Looks like they're going in kind of.
Yeah, they're committing now. They're hitting the site. Got 2 there. Massive from Som again. Massive from Som.
Oh God.
Quick exchange frags there. Yeah, no, that's good from CRG.
So we've got Weber and Neil Zenio, the kind of clutch stream team. They've been pulling out all the stops of the team so far.
Yeah. This will be a big round to win, won't it, for either side now? So at this stage of the game,
who's going to overpeak too much?
He's going to, get the nerves. They're taking it very methodically.
Making their way into the bomb site. Time is ticking away. Terrorist not giving anything away. But
Red Snake's faced out. He's died now to Neil Zenio. Oh, that was a big frag.
I think the Terrorists might have this. That's a huge round for the Terrorists. That is absolutely, they've nailed it. That is going to get them right back in this game.
Massive. I think if Weber got that kill, the guy coming out of Ruins, then they might have won that round. But
Code Red Gaming.
Spuds again with the AWP.
Almost got themselves a little draw here, the I-Series Grand Final. Who would have thought?
I don't think even they'd have expected this to, be bluntly honest.
This is great. This is really good work from them. It'd be great if they can take this round here. This could be the...
We're saying again, Banana is the weak point. It seems like it is the weak point for Toxic.
Yeah. Well, they've lost another round there. I think the only rounds CRG seem to be getting consistently are at that Banana bomb side. So
we're going to see some action pretty quickly here for CRG. Looks like Toxic is slightly changing it up. I don't think they're expecting this. Yes, Som's got a grenade out and they're actually in the site.
Let's go on a 5-on-1 here on the Banana bomb site. This is not going to go well for him. And Danielson takes him down. And now the FM Toxic boys will be left in a 5-on-3 situation.
They're saving.
They've gone for the save. And that is going to be the draw for Code Red Gaming. What is going on? FM Toxic.
I don't know what Som was doing there, in all fairness. He had a smoke out just walking around the pond.
They were walking around.
Looking at the fishes.
Kind of talking to each other with grenades out in their hands. Like, what are they doing? Just get in your set positions and stay there. You've been playing this game long enough. You do not move around for no reason. Like they weren't even looked like there was no purpose to it either. He's just kind of walking around the pond. With
especially with Banana, if there's no smoke down at the top, you need to be spotting the top. You can't just be aimlessly walking around just expecting the team not to come in because you are the favourite for this game. So
they've gone down with 0 frags from onto the Terrorists there, and you just at this level you need to at least be taking 1 down with you. You cannot be giving them 3 rounds of that. Like I played Banana for years, and if you died without going with a kill, you've screwed up. So it's going to be interesting. Now this is obviously
CRG have got the
huge
draw now.
Huge round.
The pressure has been lifted off them now. They've got the draw. They need one more round. Let's see what Toxic can do to change things up. They've gone for a very aggressive round.
Here we go. This is what I was talking about. This is what they needed to be doing before.
you know, it's taken them to get to, you know, match point to actually decide to do this.
So this is great play from Toxic. This is absolutely perfect. That they've got themselves in a nice position. One bomb site's really strong, looking like the terrorists won't be able to come in whatsoever. So
that is the fortress.
Hopefully this is a round they'll be able to lock down. Just from this play they've made, I think it's the right play. It's the good call to make. So let's see what the terrorists react to it.
So you know, you see this very aggressive warp style again.
Yeah, looking for that pick after he was unable to make it last round. But let's see what he can do with this time. Got Vertigo waiting for him.
Again, the vendetta.
Here we go. See some action. Oh my word. Massive flick shot there. Storm is not going to be happy with that. Spud's managing to take him down. Absolutely great work from him. Much better open than we saw last round.
So it's like CRG are actually now committing to the site. They're coming up quad. Red Snake is wrapping from Arch. This is massive. We've got the 2 in the pit. Weber and Neil can stay in this pit now. No, this will be very good for them.
This is not the man you want in the pit. Weber could do some.
Neil's giving away that frag.
Weber's still there.
Oh, no. This is massive from CRG. Win this round, they've won again. What's Spud's doing? Does he not know that he's still in the pit? Are they on the same rumble?
I think there's too much panic going on.
Yeah, they're just facing.
And they've done it.
They've done it.
They've actually done it after what looked like an absolute mess on the bomb side. They've actually managed to take those 2 kills down.
It.
And
map 1.
Map 1 goes to FM Toxic. Goes to CRG.
Yes.
FM Toxic are not going to be happy with that. That is another slip up in their Conquest Y50 championship.
They're making it hard for themselves.
Making it very hard for themselves.